Fall in, minions, we're about to pull back the curtain on how to build a dastardly lair in Evil Genius 2. Welcome to Rebellion, where only a small percentage of the floor is trapdoors above shark pools, and where we post new content every week, so make sure to subscribe and ding the notification bell so you don't miss them, or end up taking a dip in dorsal fin infested waters. Evil Genius 2 is well on the way, due to bring Spy-Fi cheer in the first half of next year. While we wait, the devs like to tease us with little glimpses of what we're in for, and most recently we got an update about Lair-Building. This is an essential part of any self-respecting tyrannical cave dweller's repertoire, so it's fascinating to see all the new gadgets, build options and improvements on the way. Let's get to it then, how Lair-Building works in Evil Genius 2. The more eagle-eyed among you will have seen a new piece of gadgetry in among the layers of Evil Genius 2, the Lair Builder 5000. Trust me, you did not want to be on cleanup duty while we were prototyping the previous 4,999 versions of that. Let's start by explaining what it isn't first. It isn't a device that just magics items into rooms and conjures furniture from thin air, so don't fear, Evil Genius veterans. Base building works just like it did in the 2004 original, in that your minions still carve rooms and corridors out of rock and then fill them with furniture and traps and decorations that they get from the depot. The difference this time is that they've got a cool technological helping hand. We also learned that there's less waiting around for minions to stack dynamite against walls now, they just get to work chipping into the stone you want your room to inhabit. And for the Machiavellian mastermind who's pushed for time, there's even an auto decoration system. Not that I can see myself rising above the temptation to fixate on the placement of every single item, but the option's nice, isn't it?
Room construction unpaused.
However complex your own nefarious nest might be, and trust me, they can get pretty complex, at the end of the day, every lair is made of rooms and corridors. So let's talk about those. First off, corridors make connections between rooms, obviously, so laying them out smartly and efficiently is priority number one. Unless, of course, you're using corridors to house your traps. Our devs experimented with placing traps across multiple rooms in the early prototypes, but the resulting cavalcade of carnage made it pretty clear these are best placed in corridors. And as with the first Evil Genius, which let you build horrible spirals of perpetual trapness, you can get creative with your layouts here too. Corridors are also the perfect venue for a gunfight. Look how easy it'd be to pump some lead into an interloper here without any cover for them to dive into, and while you're scanning your lair, it's in corridors that you'll most easily spot intruders. Your own minions have very different movement animations to agents, even when said agent is disguised, so if you're eagle-eyed when you scan the corridors, you might be able to spot a few folk who aren't on the payroll. The dev blog also let us in on some advancements about how doors work now. Yes, doors. They're important after all. As much time as we spend plotting the perfect combination of traps, it's often the humble door that proves the first line of defense against the forces of justice and their prying eyes. And it sounds like that trusty old line of defense has got a bit more involved in the sequel than it was in 2004. Back in the original game, you could be pretty sure slapping a level 3 door on a room would keep it safe from anyone. But this time, different door types are easier or more difficult to bust through depending on the agent. Put simply, different agent types struggle with different doors, so there'll be pleasure to be had in figuring out all the combinations. This much we can tell you though, a rogue might make it through simple doors easily enough, but they're not bypassing a high-tech laser grid. One of the things your humble disembodied voice over here is most looking forward to about Evil Genius 2 is that your lair now lives across multiple floors. That means you can be even neater about overall layouts and even more devilish about how you trap your enemies. Here at Rebellion, we're all looking forward to what you can do with that extra space. It's going to be like a non-stop episode of MTV Cribs, if MTV only ever visited reclusive visionaries with a fixation on world domination. And from my memory, they only went to 50 Cent's house once or twice. The dev blog also went into detail about two particular rooms in EG2, and make no mistake, there are a lot more, but these two are essential: the barracks and the mess hall. The barracks is the only room that you can place beds in, and since your workforce needs sleep to be forced to work, yeah, that's essential. You don't want minions catching 40 winks down the science lab, all while they're on CCTV duty. Mess halls, conversely, are the only rooms where they can eat, which really cuts down on cleaning costs to pick up all the Lunchables and Kit Kat wrappers after a shift. For low-level minions, the barracks and mess hall are the two most important rooms in the whole base, so how and where you place them will be crucial. So that's a bit about lair building in Evil Genius 2, from multiple floors to the Lair Builder 5000. Remember to wishlist Evil Genius 2 on Steam right now, and for more info, before the game's out, the team will be releasing new dev blogs every fortnight, so go check out evilgeniusgame.com for more updates. If you're a super advanced human who only digests information via moving visual media, subscribe to us here at Rebellion to get that info in video form. Let us know below what you plan to do with all those multiple floors, and leave us a like if you enjoyed this vid, that helps us out a lot. Until next time, no snacking in the corridors.